How's it going, guys? Here we are with the C2GS Draft League Season 0 Week 5 match versus Retrisma, aka Crab. Frankly, I'm really scared about this one. If you want to know why, check out the team builder. Basically, this guy's got a lot of really big threats, and I don't have not a lot of ways to counter them, but we're going in hot. Let's see how it goes. Sending the challenge. Hopefully he accepts it soon. All right, perfect. Let's turn this timer off. Okay. So we have Latios, we have Cartana, we have Buzzwole, Jolteon. Okay, this is like, okay. This is kind of the exact same team as the test one, except the Swampert was replaced with Volcanion. He might lead with Gligar with the intention of getting up rocks. I don't think he's necessarily going to lead Jolteon. I think I'm just going to lead with Falcon and see how it plays out. If he leads with Jolteon, that's pretty bad, though. Okay, he leads with Swampert. Okay. Let's just see how much we're doing. Okay, let's start off with a U-turn just to get an idea of like how much damage we're doing to this thing. This thing is probably not Scarfed Ice Punch, though if it was, we actually speed tie with it, I'm now seeing. That's a bit of an issue on my part. So yeah, I think we're just gonna U-turn. If we're probably gonna end up going into like Slowbro or something. He could also go for a flip turn though. So like we could go end up if we end up going Slowbro and then he ends up flip turning into Jolteon, that would be pretty bad, I think. He's probably gonna go for like Ice Punch or something, right? Actually, let's see if we can get anything from the damage. That did 7%. And so he definitely has HP investment, right? So I'm gonna assume, okay, so if he has max HP and then like, if he has max HP with 0 defense, then that's probably a min roll. But if he's max defense, then it's probably a max roll. So I think either this thing probably has Toxic, which would be pretty annoying if Slowbro got hit with one. I think I'm actually gonna go Loki here just to see what he does, because I'm kind of expecting a flip turn to come out here, and I'm definitely not gonna go for Earthquake. Actually, let me see how much this is doing to Klefki. Earthquake is like almost an Oko, even if he doesn't have any offensive investment, so maybe that's not the best of ideas. This is kind of tough, actually. I'm just gonna go into Slowbro. I don't think he's gonna Toxic right away. I think he's gonna flip turn. He goes for Stealth Rocks. Okay. Um. So at this point, so he reveals leftovers. I'm not quite sure if he's like physically defensive or specially defensive. I suppose we could take this time to find out. He could also end up going for Toxic, which would be kind of bad. I think what's going to end up happening is... Huh. I don't really have much to hit this with, actually, now that I think about it. I kind of have to hit this with Charizard, maybe. This is kind of tough. I don't think I prepped enough for this thing. I think either way, I'm going to set up a Trick Room. As he does Toxic right away, which is pretty unfortunate. But we're going to Trick Room up here. And let's see how Aromatisse is doing to this thing, actually. It's not great. Melmetal hits it a little bit harder. And that could actually be good with the flinch chance. I don't think he's gonna. Well, he could be earthquaking. That was actually a bad idea. Okay, he flip turns into what? Buzzwole. Into the Wuzzbole he goes. This leads me to believe that it's a defensive version, and while this is likely still it's so like this. The thing is, right? Okay, unless he's like max HP, max defense, this is likely a 2-hit KO or is a roll to 2-hit KO. I have a flinch chance. I live close combat. And I kind of just want to go for the damage, to be honest. Part of me wants to do that. Like, I kind of just want this thing to go crazy, go stupid. That's what part of me wants. I'm gonna go for it. Who cares? Screw it. Iron Man, show us what you're made of. Okay, he is. Rocky Helmet. Ooh, that crit was good. I think we live this barely. We don't. Okay. Um, so that was actually kind of huge. Let's see if how much information we can get from that. We know he's attack boosting. Yeah, we unfortunately did not get the flinch. So the first hit did 25%, which means he could be like I'm trying to figure out what the spread is. I'm sorry, hang on. So like he could be like max HP, max attack, I think. But that would mean first it would be a low roll. Well, hang on. The crit did 40. Let's see. Yeah, he could be max HP, max attack. That's what I think he is. Okay. He's gotten an attack boost now, but he's dead to the next thing because of his drop. I could go Scarlet Witch and try to do some damage with that. This thing could have Poison Jab, which would be pretty devastating, so I don't know if I necessarily want to set up a nasty plot. I want to keep Slowbro healthy for because it's like regenerated into Toxic, so I think I probably want to use this up first. I'm probably playing this really poorly. I don't actually know how to pilot this very well, but anything should kill this, right? Yeah, Thunderbolt definitely kills this. But I definitely want to be Moonblasting here. If he goes into Kartana, that's a 2-hit KO, easy clean, I think. Let me just double check that. Unless it's like has a lot of special defense or something. Yeah, this should be a clean 2-hit KO on Kartana if he decides to go into that. Swampert would be kind of annoying. He's probably going to switch. But either way, I think I still want to Moonblast here. And just get some damage off on it. I think Moonblasting twice is better than nasty plotting and then Moonblasting here, especially because I could just die to a Poison Jab if he decides to go for it. And he actually goes into Gligar, which does a good amount of damage. So he has a good amount of special defense, but not a lot. Like the default spread on my damage calculator is 100 special defense EVs with an impish nature, and that about lines up. So I think he's not fully specially invested, but I think he has a little bit. I don't know that this thing necessarily wants to go for it. Probably just a Toxic. I'm actually going to use this opportunity to switch into Vision, I think, so that I can absorb the Toxic and threaten it with an Ice Beam. Or a Scald even though I don't have Scald. I'm still threatening one. As he actually roosts. Okay. And the Trick Room does end here, but I am still... Do I want to set up another one now? Or do I want to just Ice Beam immediately? It's the thing. So, like, his answer might be to go into, like... Latios, Swampert, Kartana. Has he revealed U-turn? He does not reveal U-turn yet. I think if he U-turns into like Jolteon on the Trick Room, that's kind of nutty. It's not fantastic. Um, thinking here. I think I'm at least gonna go for the Trick Room now and then see where it goes. As he actually taunts first. That was a throw. I might switch now just to keep this thing a little bit healthy for Regenerator. At least I didn't Mega Evolve. I didn't. Okay, taunt was a good play. Um, which means that Loki isn't very effective against it. I could go into the U. Into my Aromatisse, excuse me. If this thing gets taunted, it's struggling, so I can't really go into that. You're for later. Noivern, I imagine, isn't doing much to you. Ice Beam 1-hit KOs this. If I happen to have like Scald or something, then that's gonna be like doing 70%, about 70 to 80% ish. And I think he's fearing that. So I'm actually gonna switch into Scarlet Witch here. I think he's no, he didn't switch. Okay, that's interesting. As he does U-turn. Okay. Dude, if I Ice Beamed, you'd be dead. Well, no, he's faster. Never mind. Okay, but he does reveal U-turn now. Jolteon. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure what this has. He's doing a little over half with Thunderbolt. I could set up a Trick Room now because I 2-hit KO him, or I could go into Loki first. I want damage on this. I'll go into you. Maybe we can trick a Lagging Tail onto you, actually. Okay. We light screen. We live the Thunderbolt. And we switcheroo. Oh, he was Specs. Okay. I think we go into this now. We've crippled it. It's not Specs anymore. We have a light screen up. It's going to be doing way less damage to us, and I think this is an excellent opportunity to set up a Trick Room as he goes into the Swampert. This leads me to believe that it's a specially defensive Swampert. I live one Earthquake. I live a non-crit Earthquake. Maybe I should Moonblast anyway, just because like I could crit or he could crit. I could go slow, bro, but then I'm wasting Trick Room, and I'm wasting screens. I think he's especially defensive. If he's especially defensive, I'm doing a little bit less than a third, which honestly is still good damage. I just need some damage off on this in order for Charizard to do its thing. So I'm actually going to Moonblast here, as we do 40% as he flip turns out and does 26 to me. Okay. So he's not fully specially defensive, and he has some offensive investment, I think. Well, he may not. That could have just been a literal max roll. If he has no offensive investment, that was a literal max roll. But he definitely is not max special defense. So like, we did like 40 with Moonblast. He's actually likely has 0 special defense, so he's likely a physically defensive version. But anyways, Gligar comes in, and his last move is probably Toxic or something. I live in Earthquake. I can get up a Nasty Plot and then a Moonblast. Let's see, Earthquakes and I live. And now we're going to get off a big Moonblast. This should be almost a one-hit KO. 77%. All right. So hang on, let me count turns. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have one more turn left after I send something out. So I could go into Slowbro and fire off an Ice Beam. I could also go into Charizard and set up a Belly Drum now. But this thing could have... Okay, he has Earthquake as his last move. So he can't actually touch me outside of taunting me because he's slower than me because of Trick Room. But I don't think he is expecting a Belly Drum set per se. Especially if he sees that I'm revealing Heavy Duty Boots. So we could go this. We could like... You're lagging tailed. I need you weakened or crippled in some way. Because like if you're scarfed, then I just lose, I think. Otherwise. So if I Ice Beam, that's damage, that's good. If I can get damage off on Kartana, Latios is annoying too. I might be just setting myself up to just be obliterated. I don't know. I have to put all my beans in one of these baskets, right? So the thing is, like, okay, wait, how much is Charizard doing, right? Charizard is not a KOing this. He also has Roost, right? So actually, I should definitely be going into this, I think. Yeah, I literally have to go into this, actually, because he can just Roost. So I'm going to Ice Beam now. His, like, preferred Ice Beam switch-in is, like, nothing. Like, maybe Jolteon. Oh, I'm actually going to Mega Evolve also, I think. Jolteon takes, like, a lot of damage. I'm going to Ice Beam. Okay, we pick up the KO. Jolteon comes in. We definitely live this because he's not Specs anymore. He's lagging tail. He's actually not... We're actually not living. It's a roll. It's a roll. But we're probably going to die to Toxic the following turn. We might just lose, to be honest. What are you doing to Noivern? It's... We likely live, and then we can drop a Draco. I think I have to go into this. If you have Hidden Power Ice, excellent play. Actually, you probably do have Hidden Power Ice. I don't... Oh, but he's lagging tail. That's right. Right. I think I just Draco. We don't miss. We do 60%. He KOs with Hidden Power Ice. Nope. He Thunderbolts, and we live it. We go for another Draco. If we get a crit, that would be massive. Maybe we should have gotten rid of Rocks instead. I don't know. He's lagging tail. So he's definitely going last. I think I go Charizard, and I think I Earthquake. Or no, we could... Do we Scale Shot? This is Swampert. I don't know how he beats Swampert. I think I need Slowbro to beat Swampert. Especially if he's, like, physically defensive. Then I need a... I Earthquake this, Swampert comes out, I go into Vision, and then I Trick Room again, and then I do other stuff. I think that's the play. Okay, so go this. I really should be Earthquaking. I don't want... I want a Scale Shot, but I don't want to miss. 90% accurate. If I miss, if I click Scale Shot and I miss, right, I straight up lose. If I Earthquake and then he goes Latios, that's pretty bad. But maybe he'll think I'm... I think I have to go for the Scale Shot. I don't want to miss, though. Let me check Latios' speed. Because he's definitely... Yeah, for sure faster. I think I have to Scale Shot and pray. Nice, we hit it. We're faster than Latios. Swampert does not learn Aqua Jet. I just confirmed this. If he has Scarf Kartana, he has to go into it now, basically, I think. Or Swampert. He goes Swampert. But if he goes Swampert, I go into Slowbro and I do more Trick Room stuff. God, this is so scary. Oh, God. He's a thinking. I think you go Swampert, dude. Unless your Cortana's Scarfed. If your Cortana's Scarfed, then you're faster than me. I'm faster than Latios. How much does Scale Shot do to Latios right now? Because I'm not boosted yet. 3 hits is a little over half, but I live a Psychic. I beat Buzzwole with Fire Punch. Fire Punch KOs that. I think he goes Latios. Okay. Do I rely on Scale Shot, right? That's the thing. So this thing could have Shadow Ball, right? And if the thing is Shadow Ball, then going into Slowbro is completely a throw. If he has Shadow Ball, then going into Slowbro is literally a throw. I'm already faster than this thing. If I Scale Shot, then I become faster than his entire team. I'm good to sweep, I think, except for the Swampert, which we can handle at that point. So if I Scale Shot now, I'm faster than his entire team. Assuming I hit, it's likely a 2-hit KO. Like, 2 uses of Scale Shot is likely going to KO. I live a Psychic. The fact that he took a long time to pick means that I don't think he has much for me. I think I have to go for Scale Shot, right? I have to. He Megas. We hit. Oh, no. Okay, 3 hits. 4 hits? Insano. Draco Meteor? No! Okay. I didn't realize I just dropped to Draco. I really didn't realize I dropped to Draco. That's GG, I think. Well, I for sure Trick Room. Well, well, I think I'm like pretty sure I Trick Room, right? But okay, so this thing's at -2 special attack. Wait, hang on, if I give this thing Draco Meteor, I just want to make sure. Hang on, Charizard. How did that KO? Modest? I'm so confused. How did that KO? This is max special attack, modest, Draco Meteor. Did I make a mistake in the calc import? 144 HP EVs. Minus special attack nature. Yeah, adamant. I have literally no clue how that KO'd. Whatever, I'm gonna Trick Room. It wasn't even a crit. Oh my goodness. When I type in Mega Latios on my calculator, it gives me normal form Latios. That's why. Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, well. That's depressing. I'm dead to the next one, right? Yeah. Crit? Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually kind of upset about that one. I didn't realize that. So on my damage calculator, when I type in Mega Latios, like I'm the set like on my showdown calculator, it says Latios Mega, OU Mega Mixed Attacker, right? And it gives me the normal Latios form instead of the Mega form. So I was calculating with only 130 special attack instead of 160. So I had no idea that I was in range. All right, well, that was a good game. Anyways, see you guys.